So what's up everybody and welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be going over my handheld rig for the Fujifilm X-H2S. But first, I'm going to show you some F-Log 2 footage that I caught with this the other day. And if you're interested in buying that lot, I'll leave a link below. And if you do, thank you for supporting the channel, and thank you for helping me being able to purchase my insulin.
Look outside, painted skies, here comes the light. It's in your eyes, and it pulls the ocean tides. Feel the cold of night.
So you can see for yourself that the cage is actually small rig. I like this cage. It fit the X-H2S perfectly. The handle is actually small rig, and I do like it, but at the same time I don't. And the only reason is because when I grip it, it feels good in the hand, but it just feels kind of small. Where I do have an ergo handle, and I love that, but I don't like actually having to put that into the hot shoe itself. So the monitor I have is actually a Ninja V or Ninja 5, and I actually have that in the cage as well because I busted a previous one that I had by letting it fall over. And the power of the monitor, I'm actually using a Sony NPF battery. These batteries last for a long time when I'm shooting in RAW or just I'm backing up my footage onto the Atomos itself. These batteries last forever. Now the mount I'm using to actually mount the monitor is another small rig mount. Actually, this whole thing is actually from small rig itself. And the reason I like this mount is because I could take the monitor and I can actually just bend it, rotate it, flex it, tilt it any way I want. I'm not limited to actually looking at the monitor like this or leaving it flat. I can actually adjust it to my needs. The lens I have on the camera right now is actually my Viltrox 33 f1.4. I love this lens. My favorite is actually their 56mm, but their 33 is actually like my second favorite. And that's because of the shallow depth of field and the focal length. So the full size HDMI cord I'm using is actually a blue condo cord. I love this cord. I love that it's coiled, so it's not just a lot of slack hanging off my camera and off my rig. I also chose this cord because this cord actually let me record 6.2K RAW into the Atomos 5, and that's one of my favorite codecs to record in when I'm using my Ninja 5. Now the mic I'm using is actually a Rode NTG video mic. I love this mic for the simple fact that I can actually adjust the gains. I can actually plug it into my camera. It gets powered off my camera. It has a USB-C port, so I can easily plug it into my computer and use it as a mic on air, or I could just charge it. This mic is simply fantastic, and for the price point, I would definitely recommend this mic to video creators, YouTubers, wedding filmmakers, everyone. Now, of course, the rails that I'm using is small rig, 15mm rods. They're universal. You can get these rods anywhere. They don't have to be small rig. So the one thing I really don't like about this monitor is actually the base plate. So the one thing I don't like about this monitor is actually the base plate. And the reason is because anytime I sit it down, it's not leveled at all. And I'm not sure the reason why. I know right now it's probably just like front heavy. But honestly, a lot of times it's always like this. I mean, yeah, if I sit it down, it's not going to fall. It's not going to tilt over. But I wish my camera was actually just a little bit more leveled to the ground. So honestly, I'm actually finding a different base plate for this rig and actually just set it up differently so it could just be more flat. Now the power source I'm using, but I don't have it plugged in right now, is an Anker power bank. I love this thing. It's actually USB-C and USB. And of course my X-H2S is USB-C powered. So when I have this plugged in into the power bank, I usually can power my camera for about 6 hours. And honestly, when you're shooting a full wedding day, you're not shooting for the full 8 hours or whatever hours you're contracted for. So a lot of times when I'm not shooting, I turn my camera off and literally this thing lasts all day. Now, I already told you a couple of things that I don't like about this rig. I'm looking to actually rig it out again in a different way to make it more cinematic. I already told you that I want to use my ergo handle for this cage, but I have to find like a different solution where I can actually find pretty much like a cold shoe adapter for it. So that way I won't have to slide into the camera's cold shoe. I already told you I don't like the base plate, so I'm gonna look for a different solution for that as well. And what I want to do is actually put like a V-mount battery onto my rig, so that way I can actually power my camera and the monitor from one battery via VTAP or DTAP, whatever it's called. So guys, this is pretty much it. This is a handheld rig that I will use on music videos, wedding films, capturing some B-roll like you saw in the beginning of this video with the F-Log2 footage. Okay guys, so the whole reason you should rig out your camera is so you can get more steady shots when you're shooting handheld. Even though this camera have IBIS, it is always best practice to actually make your camera heavier. So honestly, you won't need a gimbal, you won't need a monopod. You can just hold it and you can get natural, steady handheld shots that look even more cinematic. So thank you to everybody who checked out this video. As you saw, I do like this rig, but at the same time, I do have a couple gripes about it, but they're not really deal breakers. I mean, for the footage I get and the quality I get, honestly, I can deal with it until I actually rig out this camera the way that I really want to. Like I said earlier, if you like that LUT that you saw in the F-Log2 footage, there's a purchase link below where you can go ahead and buy that LUT and apply it to your footage. And before you guys go, what I want you to do is smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload new content. Peace.